Hi folks, Caroline here. I'm so glad that you can join us while we share our special pages. On Sunday, Sue shared her COVID page, and this week I'll be sharing my reasons why. It depends on whether you want to include things like COVID. It's entirely up to you, and really, we're not a prescriptive bunch. We're just trying to give you some inspiration, some different ways of looking at things, trying to highlight some things you might not have thought of. I know that this year's going to be a little bit more challenging for us as a family. My daughter lives with a life-limiting condition. Quite an unknown for us coming into cold and flu season anyway, and COVID just puts an entirely different spin on this year. So I was looking at what my special page would be, and I thought, well, I'm going to do my reasons why page because it might be different this year. There are elements that are the same. I love it. I love looking through all my albums. They motivate me to do things during December. But that element of being motivated to go out and do Christmassy type things might change a little bit. So I want to have a place where I can document a little bit about that. So this was Christmas 2010. I was in Turkey. So I followed the Shamel course, the Journal Your Christmas course, and she had given us her reason why. She called it a manifesto, and it resonated with me that year. So I printed it off, cut it out, matted it up, put it on my page, and that was me. I was done. So the other thing I think is important is that was 2010. The next time I put in a manifesto or a reasons why page was in my 2014, and really it was the very first page, and it was just a simple manifesto. The other thing that I want to add is it doesn't have to be an entire page. I did a project lifestyle, and really my reasons why really turned into one project life card, one 4x4, and it was just when Susan asked me to be part of the admin team, I felt that it really motivated me and really gave me a push to get on with my album and to start documenting things. So I documented a little bit about documenting Christmas. So this year I thought, well, I do want somewhere, but I want somewhere a lot more journaling heavy perhaps than one little 4x4 card. This year I decided to go with a 6x6 pad and the Photoplay element stickers. These are quite sort of retro style and quite whimsical, cartoony. I'm not a particular fan of Santa having tiny feet, but I'll get over it. The colour scheme is one of my favourites actually, but it has become quite apparent to me I can't keep colours in my head. Does that look like the same colour? No. Actually, to be fair, in the video it looks blue, but it's more of a, almost like a petrol greeny blue teal, where this is more of a green tone, almost aqua turquoise. I get really confused about the difference between aqua and turquoise actually. One of the things that I did notice when I was picking out a lot of my papers for journaling, because I want the reasons why page to be journaling heavy, is that this is really white based, and a lot of my journaling cards are really cream based. Or I could do a light green journaling block in a darker colour. What I've looked at doing for myself this year is this is just an Excel spreadsheet, and I was finding Christmas words and trying to like the best print, and then this is draft print, so it's both of them are fine on white, but when you look at the green, the the leaf green and the pine green on best print versus draft print, I could get away with the leaf green, but I can hardly read the words on the pine green, so I think those words would have to be white if I was going for just a draft print. Excel spreadsheet, You can choose what colour to have the writing, you can choose what colour to have the infill of the box. I've done the white, the greens, the blues and the reds. If you want to use these files, I'll get Sue to upload them on the files tab in the group, so they're just free for anyone to use. My page this year actually is an 8x8. So what I was thinking was cutting it down to 8x8, but then I thought, well, I might want to move it, and I might do a couple actually. I'm kind of open to being influenced this year. Last year, restricted myself to at the beginning of the year or of the month, and then working from it quite strictly tends to give me a better result at the end. I do know that there's not enough stickers on that one little sheet to make me happy for an entire album. I'll use them up in a matter of days probably. So I was thinking, well, I'm sure I've got a little deer that's quite whimsical, and what I found in my stash, and some of them I've used and some of them I haven't, is these sort of cartoony mice, the Makey Bakey mice from Crafter's Companion. Now they're actually quite old stamps, but I still really like them, and I think they're really nice little icons. This stamp set, which is actually from the back of a magazine, but I do really like this little deer and this the gingerbread man and the gingerbread lady, and I think that they might very well fit into the style of my the photoplay range. So I'm going to do some stamping and colouring in, and then I'll come back and try and put the page together. Hi folks, I'm back. Okay, so I've cut down my card to fit in my 8x8 album. I've matted on some, it's actually paper from a beach paper pad, but I kind of feel like it looks like snow through a window. Anyway, I have decided on this journaling card. I like the fact that it says remember and our story, and the pop of red as well. I have printed out my journaling, and I wasn't really sure what way I was going with it, so I printed it in two different fonts. I like the bigger one, I just think the smaller one will get lost in the page. But when I'm looking at it, the white there and the white on the paper and the cream on the journaling card might mess with my head. So what I think I'm going to do is trim this down into little strips of words. I have stamped out some the little mice and some of the little sayings. So what I'm going to do is have a little think about what I want to do with putting a base against my strips. I might actually just go back to the cardstock itself and mat them, and then I thought I'm going to do a little mouse. I've also got the little cup. I thought was really nice because I thought, well, when I'm looking back in my album, I'll be sitting down with a nice cup of hot chocolate or a cup of coffee or something like that and going through my pictures after December. So I thought that might be quite a cute little icon to put in. I still need to colour my mouse so that it matches in with the colour scheme. So I'm going to go and do that, and I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do for my title. Back. Right, so I've stamped out a few of the sentiments and I've embossed them. I've printed out and matted the sentiments or my reasons why, or just something that I want to say in the front of the page. And I was thinking about having them sort of like a pattern like that, as if the mouse was shouting, but I didn't think that it really was legible, so I'm sort of playing about with more of a straight grid style. I've left that little square there. Originally I thought, right, I'll put my reasons why or the reasons why. But actually, thinking about it, I think I might actually like a little photograph in there. So I'll wait until midway through the season perhaps and pick out maybe one of my favourite photographs, and just, I thought festive fun and frolics would be a nice sentiment, and then I could just leave it like that. It doesn't have to say my reasons why, it just has to be in my book. And then I thought, I really like that little the little cup sticker, and then that "'Tis the Season to Be Jolly" was actually something that didn't really emboss correctly, but I really like it, so I thought, well, maybe with the sticker over that, and I thought I could just put the sticker there. So my page isn't really finished because, well, obviously it needs stuck down, but I need the photograph for it to be finished, and I'm going to colour in my little mouse. But that's pretty much what it's going to look like, and for the minute it'll go in the front of my book to set the tone for my album this year. I hope you like it. I hope the video has given you a couple of things to think about. I think a reasons why page is important, regardless of whether you call it that on the page. I hope you join in and tag me if you make a reasons why page this year. So bye for now.